I'm a private chef that just got back from camping in the Red River Gorge, where we did all of our cooking off of a camp stove using foraged, homegrown, and local ingredients. We foraged for wild mushrooms that we cooked up with dinner and explored all kinds of cool wild plants and rock formations that I think you're gonna want to check out too. We're in Kentucky, y'all! Yee!
Alright dude, what the frick is up? We're here at the frickin' campsite. We're making brekkie. I've got some maitake mushrooms that I brought with me. We've got some corn salsa, you know, elote dealio, organic instant coffee, what up? And the kitchen stove is getting hot for eggs, breakfast tacos. So I got the maitake mushrooms cooking in some beef fat that I brought from home, and it's seasoned up with some ramp salt. And then this is pre-cooked ground beef that I made, taco seasoning flavored up. This is gonna go in the pan to get hot after the mushrooms. Cook some eggs and we'll have some breakfast tacos, dude. All right, maitake mushrooms to top it off. Number one, breakfast tacos. All right, yummy, yummy, yummy. We've got maitake mushrooms, grass-fed beef from Sweetgrass Dairy, corn salsa I made before leaving, cilantro from our garden, Cholula hot sauce, and some hacienda corn tortillas. What up? On our little first hike of the day here, and we're at a real pretty outlook up on a rock. Check it out. Dun, 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 dun. I think we're going up there for the rest of this hike, and then it loops back down. All right, dude, back at it. Check it out. We got some resinous polypore here on the trail. You can see these are still young and tender. Here's some older ones that somebody picked this one, and these ones are kind of dry. So yeah, we'll just take these outer edges that are still tender. We just made it to Gray's Arch. It's behind me in the background there. We're gonna make our ascent up to it. Right, Jinky?
Yeah.
All right. Hell yeah. I've been seeing a ton of big oaks and have had my eyes out for maitake, but nothing yet. We're also finding a bunch of these really massive leaves, and we have no idea what they are. But let me tell you what, buddy, we're gonna find the frick out. I don't think it's pawpaw, but we really don't know. Whatever it is, we don't have it back at home. We've identified the tree without the leaves. We found the leaves down on the ground, but we've not put two and two together. Oh look, here's another cool one. I'm also finding lots of spice bush. This is a big one here. Dun, 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 dun. It's kind of hard to tell without the leaves, but I've just gotten good at seeing it. And there's a lot of it. You can see. That's big spice bush. That's the spice bush. There's Jinky. And there is Gray's Arch that we're climbing up to. Oh yeah, like you can really see it here. The patterns on this rock, dude, is so cool. It's amazing to think that, you know, hundreds, thousands of years ago, people would have just been here, dude, living their lives, living in the rock arches, hanging out with the spice bush and the oaks and the big leaves trees that we don't know about yet. Let's get up to this freaking arch. Well, here's the arch in all its glory, dude. It's pretty beautiful. Honestly, kind of nicer to see from a distance. But there it is, kind of under it. Gray's Arch. Nice. We're back from the hike. It's snack time. I've got carrots and celery from Beachwold Farm Market, and I made 3 cups of some hummus with sunflower butter, canned garbanzo beans, ramp salt, and tons of good olive oil. So, a little snacky snack after the old hike. We got dinner in a couple hours that we'll have back at our campsite. And yeah, we're gonna hang out and watch some vids and drink some gin. We're buying gin on the way home. We're buying gin. So on our drive back to the liquor store, back to the campsite, we pulled up on this awesome natural spring that, check it out. It's got this tube coming out. You can fill up your water bottle with it. See that guy? Fresh spring water coming straight out the mountain. Really, 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 really cool. So I've got a couple jugs here with me. I'm gonna fill up and then check out this creepy, I don't know why somebody left a picture of Jesus, but I'm into that. So about to fill these jugs up, dude. I'm kind of a diva about my water and filling up, and I always go to like Whole Foods to get the filtered water refills, but this works even freaking better. We were getting low. I was kind of getting worried about the water situation, and now I don't gotta be worried at all. We got freaking water straight from the source. Straight from the source. Here we are back at the campsite. The sun's setting. How precious is that? And we're making din din. We are having some grass-fed beef from Sweetgrass Dairy. I pre-cooked it at home and then sliced it up, so that's ready to go. And I made a little slaw, vinegary, salty slaw with some cabbage picked up at Whole Foods, not local. Cilantro from our backyard and some onion. And then these are some yellow potatoes that I cooked in beef fat and ramp salt. So those are gonna get reheated. And then we're having corn salsa again, because who doesn't like freaking corn salsa? And we've got Cholula hot sauce to go with it too. I'm going to cook both the potatoes and the beef all at the same time in this pan, since we're just reheating. So one's gonna go on one side and one will go on the other. Dropping stuff. A secret to making all of these camp home-cooked meals possible is getting as much done of the cooking ahead of time as you can. So the steak was cooked to rare and then sliced after it cooled. The potatoes were already cooked. Everything's all assembled. We're just reheating here on the day of. Makes things super freaking easy. Dudes, we're done cooking. The plate's assembled. Just look how freaking cute this is. We've got a cabbage coleslaw with a Whole Foods head of cabbage, cilantro from our backyard, and onion. Sweetgrass Dairy beef, Denver steaks, pre-seared, sliced, reheated on the old camp stove. Yellow potatoes, ramp salt, beef fat, crispy, pre-cooked, reheated on the camp stove. Corn salsa, back again. It's a big fave. Spicy, mayonnaise, cotija, tahini. It's like a sour, spicy dealio. And now we're gonna eat. That's pretty exciting. Happy cooking. You know what I'm saying? Well, hey there, good morning. It is 7:30-ish. We got the fire going, dude, for some ambiance. I wanted to show you our coffee situation for when we're camping, because we ain't going a whole weekend without coffee. We just bring our kettle from home. We got our camp stove, and the secret ingredient is this organic freeze-dried coffee. You can add it to cold water, you can add it to hot water. It's super duper easy, and you're not screwing around with a travel press pot or whatever else. I love that it's organic. It was like $9 for this thing, but this will last multiple trips, and we won't have to go find some expensive coffee shop or settle with crappy McDonald's coffee or whatever it is. So this is how we make coffee happen on the road. We got a couple more meals today, and we're leaving tomorrow. It's been a fun trip so far. More to come. So we just got done eating, and the cleaning process is really freaking simple. You just wipe it out, dude, and call it a day. We brought our plates, some from home that just get wiped off with paper towel, a little water in it. The pan just gets scrubbed off. Boom. Here, let me show them that, Jinky. We got our little cleaning kit with Ziploc baggies, soap, sponges, and then we keep our dirty cleaning towel in a Ziploc bag so it doesn't get other stuff dirty. We always bring plenty of trash bags, and yeah, it's a little bit of cleaning is a whole lot better than having to go out to some restaurant that's just kind of whatever, and being beholden to whatever the heck they have on their menu. Because call it what you will, dude. I'm a little bit of a diva when it comes to my food, but shit freaking matters. We had the same thing we had for breakfast yesterday. Breakfast tacos with some of that ground beef, and corn salsa, the coleslaw, cilantro, cholula, sour cream. And we'll be having the steak again for lunch. Got more hummus and veggies. And I got some overnight oats that I haven't busted out yet. It's got a bunch of protein powder in it. So that'll be something that I have as a little treat later on today. Maybe it's lunch. Maybe tomorrow. Who knows? We got the drive home tomorrow. So we'll kind of see what's going on there. Yeah. We got the fire going out. And we're about to go hit up a couple hikes. Check out a lake. And go explore more of Kentucky. All right. We're going through the crack to the top of the natural bridge. We're underneath now. Jinky?
Yeah. I'm okay.
Beautiful views all around with tons of people. You can see people all the way out there too. We made it to the top of the natural bridge arch, and now we're going down into the Devil's Gulch. Check this out. Hey, Jinky.
You gotta just make sure you're not looking through that lens.
Yes. Don't look through the camera. Hold on to the rail. Wow, that is. Yeah.
Got the GoPro.
Oh yeah. Came here as a kid. It's cool being back as an adult.
In front of me.
All right, so we were walking along the trail, and I found a plant that I've only heard of and never seen in the wild. It is wintergreen, and it's got a very wintergreeny like aroma, and it has little berries. Oh, here's a berry, and here's one of the little berries. I'm gonna leave this one to let it seed and do its thing, but they taste like wintergreen. The smell is just like wintergreen gum. It's really, really freaking cool. And we're right underneath the sassafras tree too. When I was looking down for the berries, I saw a sassafras leaf. And I was like, hey, buddy, nice. We're done with our big hike for the day. We've got the setup by the car off the side of the road. We're making a little lunch, second meal, whatever you want to call it. I've got some of that resinous polypore from our hike yesterday. I'm gonna cook that up with some steak. Mushrooms are for me. And we're having steak and corn salsa and all kinds of good stuff. Resinous polypore into the pan with the steak. Plate has been assembled. Here's what we got. Steak, grass-fed from Sweetgrass Dairy, Cholula hot sauce, corn salsa again, we're getting low, but tomorrow's the last day. Resinous polypore, nice little pile of those mushrooms there that we picked from yesterday. The coleslaw with the Whole Foods cabbage, the garden cilantro, seasoned with ramp salt. Super tasty, and the yellow jackets are going crazy for our food too. And we got more steak in the old pan. It's time to eat. Figured, you know, maybe you guys want to see me take a bite of some of this food. Well, here we go, eating together. Steak, awesome. I pre-seared it. Pro tip, leaving the steak uncovered in the fridge, salted to dry out the outside. And the salt penetrates the steak better, so it's all seasoned through the inside, has a dry outside to get a better sear. Pro tip for anybody trying to pre-cook some steaks, sear some pretty looking steaks. Let's take a bite of this resinous polypore. It's a little slaw. It's a really cool meaty mushroom. Honestly, kind of on the weird soft side texture for me. It's like, I'm just not the type of person to eat a giant plate of mushrooms. I like them in things, I like them with things. They're easier to eat when it's a mushroom that I've picked myself. That connection, you know, does something. It really hits. But I don't know, giant pile of mushrooms, mouthful of mushrooms, just really isn't my thing. It's really cool that I picked it yesterday and now we're eating it today though. That's some nature for you. Anyways, my mouth's full of food. We'll see you later. We're breaking down the tent over here and getting the car loaded up. We're gonna make one more stop before going home here in Kentucky. Bye, Boone Valley Campground. You were so much fun and so good to us. So our last stop that we took was the Oxier Ridge to Courthouse Rock Trail, and on either side of me there's like hundreds and hundreds of feet down.
There's people on Courthouse Rock.
It's an amazing freaking view. And yesterday we tried to get here and the road was blocked off because it's like a really popular thing, so we had to come down here and get here early. It's like a 2-mile hike in and a 2-mile hike out, with a bunch of beautiful views along the way. I found some huckleberries and an American chestnut and some blueberry plants and greenbriers, all kinds of cool edible stuff. And there's tons of these service berries all over the top of this. The viewpoint we were at yesterday with all those people was a little, I don't know, it wasn't ruined with all the people, but this is just so much cooler. We almost have the whole spot to ourselves. Absolutely massive, beautiful views all around. We just got done with our 4-mile hike to Courthouse Rock. We got the outdoor kitchen set up, dude. Here's what we're having for our first meal. I've got some toasted bread. It's just like Dave's Killer Bread. It's not my favorite option, but it is an option and a better option than other store-bought bread. We're gonna cook some eggs, make some egg sandwiches, and put some sour cream because we don't have another fat, and cotija cheese with some Cholula hot sauce. And we've got some leftover ground taco meat that I'm probably gonna put on my egg sandwich, and some coleslaw. But we did really good. We almost ate all of our food, so I'm super happy about. It's always kind of hard planning for this. So I'm gonna make some egg sandwiches, dude, and season them up with some ramp salt. Sweet. Oh yeah, on our hike too, I found some bunch of little sassafras babies. One of the main ingredients to root beer. Scratch and sniff the screen, dude. You might be able to smell it, or close your eyes and imagine. But super root beery, and there's a ton of little ones all around here that I'm gonna pick and take home. So little sassafras suckers. It's a good time to get them when all the flavor and aroma is down in their roots. So I'm gonna get cooking. We use only the best egg, Sweetgrass Dairy, dude. I'm cooking in some smoky beef fat that I rendered out before coming down, and seasoned up with ramp salt in the stainless steel pan. A lot of people have a hard time cooking with stainless steel. It's really just playing a game of heat, making sure you have a proper amount of heat and a proper amount of fat, and then just being able to adjust that heat and tell where you need to be, kind of be able to analyze what's going on in the pan. It's not rocket science, but it does take a little bit of learning. And once I learned how to do non-stick, or once I learned how to do stainless steel over non-stick, dude, I'm never going back. Never. Here we are with the assembled plate. I went for more like a open face situation, less bread, you know? I got 4 pasteurized eggs from Sweetgrass Dairy, about a third a pound of ground beef, taco meat that I seasoned up. This is the last of it. All the cilantro on top is from our garden, so that's pretty dope. And then there's a piece of bread hiding under there with sour cream, Cholula, and cotija cheese. Bon appetit. Happy cooking. You know what I'm saying? We're starving. Because we just did that 4-mile hike on empty stomachs. So I'm gonna pound this out. The tanginess of the sour cream, the acidity from the Cholula, the fattiness from the eggs, the tangy richness from the sour cream, and the taco flavor, ground beef, cilantro vibe is hitting the spot. So well balanced. Little piece of bread to soak it all up, dude. It's a great last meal in Kentucky. We're gonna clean up the old outdoor kitchen here, and we got about a 4-hour drive back home. If you like this video and you want me to make more like this, subscribe to my channel, dude. That'd be super freaking dope.